It was a quiet Sunday morning in Pine Hollow, a little town where everyone knew each other. The old church at the edge of town had always been a place of peace, where people came to pray and seek comfort. But that morning, something strange happened. Pastor William, who had been leading the church for many years, arrived early to prepare for the morning service. As he stepped into the church, something caught his eye. On the altar, there was a piece of paper, strangely folded, with odd symbols that made no sense to him. It looked like a note, but the writing was unlike anything he'd ever seen before. The symbols were unfamiliar, almost ancient, as if someone had written them from another time. Pastor William was puzzled and a little worried. He tried to shake off the feeling of unease but couldn't. He decided to show the note to a few of the older members of the congregation, hoping they might recognize the symbols. But none of them had ever seen anything like it either. The note seemed to be a puzzle, one that no one could solve. Word of the strange discovery spread quickly through the town, and people began to talk. Some thought it was just a prank, while others feared it was a warning. Tension began to build in Pine Hollow, as more and more people started asking questions. A local historian, Mrs. Eleanor Brooks, remembered hearing stories about the church's history, stories her grandmother had told her. The church had been built over an old graveyard, and rumors had always floated around about strange happenings in the area. It was said that many years ago, before the church was built, there had been a fire that destroyed the original building. Some believed that the fire had been caused by something much darker, something hidden deep in the town's past. With the mystery growing, a group of townspeople, led by Pastor William, decided to investigate the church further. They began searching the old records and documents stored in the church's basement. And that's when they made another discovery: strange marks on the walls of the church's foundation. These marks looked like they were carved into the stone, and some of them resembled the symbols from the note. The town's police chief, Detective Alvarez, was called in to help solve the mystery. He examined the note and the markings on the walls, trying to find a connection. As he dug deeper into the church's past, he found an old journal from a long, dead caretaker who had worked at the church many years ago. The journal spoke of a secret hidden beneath the church, something that had been buried for generations. Detective Alvarez and his team worked day and night, piecing together the clues. Slowly, they uncovered a dark truth. The fire that had destroyed the original church wasn't an accident. It had been set to cover up a terrible secret. Some of the town's leaders in the past had been involved in something unspeakable, and the fire was meant to erase all evidence of their wrongdoing. The caretaker's journal revealed that the note, with its cryptic symbols, had been left behind as a warning, a message from the past, trying to make sure the truth would eventually come out. The marks on the church walls were a part of an ancient code, used to protect the truth for all these years. As the investigation continued, the people of Pine Hollow were shocked. The church, which had always been a symbol of safety and faith, had been hiding a terrible secret. The town's peace had been broken, and the truth, once buried, was finally exposed. In the end, the town came together, slowly healing from the shock. They knew that facing the truth was painful, but it was the only way to move forward. The church, once a place of mystery and silence, became a symbol of redemption, a reminder that even the darkest secrets must be uncovered to bring true peace. And so, Pine Hollow would never be the same again. The mystery had been solved, but the town's history, with its hidden secrets, would never be forgotten.